Well, in any case, we're now officially working together. We've set our sights on our shared goal. Munch. I'll be back in a sec. For no reason in particular. Yep, nothing, no reason. Morning, Mayu senpai.
Ohayo, Satoru-kun.
Not to be hasty or anything. What are our plans today?
昨日の続きをしたいから放課後研究室までお願いできるかな。ただごめんね、今日は6限の授業とホームルームに出なきゃいけないんだ。だからそうだね、10分くらい置いて。
How about I just pick you up at your classroom? Because then people will notice that they're together.
いいの？
Well, remember, I'm not just your research assistant.
サトルくん。じゃあ甘えちゃうよ。本当にいいんだね。
Well, sure. But if it'd be too embarrassing for you, I don't have to.
迷惑じゃないよ。むしろ大歓迎だよ。クラスのみんなに自慢したいくらいだよ。
You know, it is all these characters are surprisingly okay with PDA. Nanami, not so much. That kind of makes sense. You know, they're meant to be siblings in the eyes of everyone. But Hazuki was fine. Mayu was fine with it. Chisaki obviously was. She was the most adamant about it. But you know, she made sense.
まあそんなことは実際にはできないけど。
Want to join me for breakfast then?
いいの？
I feel like ISA wouldn't, right? Because she's got an image to uphold, and if she's found out that she's dating someone, you know, that could go wrong. Things could go wrong. Sure, we've eaten before, haven't we?
そうだけど、でもほら、もう何もかもが違うっていうか、今はすごく恥ずかしいっていうか。
I left a spot open beside me.
私のために？
Who else?
それはすっごく嬉しいけど、だったら絶対行かなきゃって感じだけど、わざわざ開けてもらってたところに私を連れてきたら、みんなも当然そういう目で見るよね。
I mean, you know, they kind of already assumed that we were dating, so...
ひょっとしてそこまで考えてなかった？
Sorry. You, want to skip out on eating breakfast together today then?
行く。
Really? Sweet.
サトルくんにも喜んでほしかったし、放課後の予行練習っていうかね。
Yeah. If you wear this expression when I come to get you, your classmates are definitely gonna get the hint.
私変な顔してた？
Hardly. You look very charming. I know I shouldn't be asking this after the fact, but if I step over my bounds, please let me know. I'm still figuring out these boundaries and whatnot.
お互い要練習だね。
You said it. You guys mind if Mayu senpai joins us?
先輩。
お邪魔しますっていうかね。
それはむしろ我々の方じゃ。
いや、そんなこともないのかもしれない。何せほら、私食べるもの取ってきてなかったね。
That's my fault. We should have done that first.
大丈夫大丈夫。それじゃあちょっと取ってくるね。
Well, I'll come with.
座ってて座ってて。
Sorry.
そうなったにしては妙に距離があるように見える。
確かにそうですね。
これはどう捉えればいいのだ。
再び話すようになったんですから、それなりに仲は進展したんだとは思いますけど。と言いますか、助手になったという話ですから、その辺は当然なんでしょうけど。
They all know.
こう我々の期待していた方向ではないというか。いや別に身近で恋模様が見られるなんてなどという下世話な興味があったわけではなくてだな。
と言いますか、そもそもこれってどういうことなんですか、ナナミさん。
ノーコメントでお願いします。
Well, our behaviors caused the girls to start whispering about us, and this continued all morning long. Alright.
サトル、今日も放課後は式部先輩のところ？
Yep. I've got work to do now that I'm her assistant. Hey, Mayu senpai, ready to go?
それじゃあみんなまたね。助手だからね彼は。助手。
You did not need to point it out. So you did not need to point it out twice. We meet up as soon as school ends and spend our time together from there.
ドキドキしたわ。
Even more so for me, since I know that by assistant you mean boyfriend, and you really emphasized it.
それを言ったら私も同じだよ。
Honestly, being your assistant is pretty great. Serves as a valid excuse for a whole bunch of different things.
でしょ？私の決断、ほんと大正解だったよ。
Well, in all honesty, I wish I could proudly proclaim that I'm her boyfriend instead of having to cover up by saying I'm her assistant. I actually kind of want to kiss her right now since we didn't get to see each other at all during lunch.
それじゃあ、とにかく始めよっか。
Sure. But I'm not sure if I should now. I still haven't figured out the proper timing for these things. That confusion is the primary reason why we haven't kissed once since the day we confessed our feelings to each other. And on top of that, my senpai seems to be a surprisingly shy girl. Being aware of this, I can't be aggressive with my actions.
今日もお疲れ様。ありがとうね。
Thanks for having me. What do you say we head back and get dinner?
研究手伝ってもらった流れで一緒に帰ってきたんだもんね。夜ご飯も一緒しておかしくないもんね。
Don't make it weird. The lab work is now finished, which means it's time to head back to our dorm. Most couples in a situation like this would walk shoulder to shoulder, maybe nuzzle up and to each other to each other a little. How would she take that? Ever since we became a couple, we both become a lot more reserved and cautious towards one another in a sense. Well, I'm more than satisfied just being able to spend my days with her, so I won't complain.
そもそもどうして有原くんが助手なんですか？
After returning to the dorm, we changed out of our uniforms, then met back up to eat dinner together. As we were sitting there, Mikasa-san joined us and broke the ice with the question.
あ、うんうん。それ僕も気になってた。
They're all here.
こう言ったら失礼かもですけど、研究を手伝うなら他にいそうですもんね。優秀な人。
そもそも有原くんには助手ではなくて他になってもらうものがあるはずではという話でもあるしな。
I mean, I am filling both of roles, so...
ってことで、みんな気になってるみたいだよ、サトルくん。
And following Mitsukasa-san and comes the rest of our friends. We all finished eating, but it seems they discussed the topic of what was going on between us during their meal. Really, I'm not surprised that they're curious. Do you want to tell them, Mayu-senpai?
いや、それはなんていうか、なんと言いましょうか。
As expected, she turns bright red and starts to panic and stutter. She was upfront with her declaration to Principal Ise, but telling her friends seems to be a different matter entirely.
というより、有原くん。一体どういうつもりなの？
What do you mean?
助手に収まったってことは、当然式部先輩の研究内容も教えてもらったってことよね。
I take it you know too then?
とても重要な研究よ。私にも関わりがあるわ。
Yeah, it'll affect all of us astrals.
それを別の組織に所属しているはずのあなたが手伝うなんて普通に考えてありえない。式部先輩には全部伏せて接近したの。あなたは一体何をしようとしているの？ことによっては私も黙ってはいられないわよ。
I can tell she's a lot more suspicious of me now that she was now than she was when I was protecting her. But she said the research was important to her, and knowing the truth of the matter, it's easy to see why she would be wary. I can't forget that she still knows very little about who I am. She probably won't back down unless I give her a convincing reason.
どうして有原くんは助手なんですか、式部先輩。それは
None of them are going to back down, as a matter of fact. I doubt Mayu-senpai is going to be able to do anything. The embarrassment seems to be doing a number on her already. I personally requested it. I thought doing work with like that with someone I'm close to might be fun.
サトルくん。
I decided to step forward and bear the brunt of the shame.
公私混同とは？
Of course, she ultimately accepted me because she saw potential in me. From what she told me, being able to study an ability like mine could prove invaluable for her research. Happens to be one of the excuses I'd thought up beforehand. But I know it alone won't be enough to convince them. But the biggest reason is because I'm in love with Maya Senpai. I boldly confess to them as I feel the blood rushing to my face.
惚れた
I don't want to lie about it. So, well, I asked if I could help her. Not really proud to admit it, but that was my main reason. I just wanted to be with her.
サトル
She was just very tolerant and forgiving of me.
それって
先輩は有原くんの気持ちを受け入れたということなんだな。
I'm strictly her assistant. Well, that's basically the gist of it. She handled the whole situation like a seasoned adult, I must say.
あ、いや
Yes, a seasoned adult.
っていうのを妹の口から言うわけにもいかなくて。
なるほど。そういうことなら有原くんには精一杯努力してもらわないとですね。
Hehehe.
いいところを見せて、いつか式部先輩に全て受け入れてもらえるように。
Yeah, pretty much. I think she's accepted that my feelings are sincere. I'm probably red as a beet right now, but I'm glad I was able to get this out of the way.
ならば我々はやはり精一杯に応援するぞ。
っていうか式部先輩、なんかかっこいいな。
Yeah, definitely.
でも助手にしたってことは悪くは思ってないってことなんですよね。
そりゃあね。でもほら、私は年上だから。
They definitely aren't dating.
年下の男の子にちゃんと考える時間と機会をあげなきゃねって。
Looking like things are going to simmer down at this rate. Sorry for lying to them about everything, Mayu Senpai. Make eye contact with her now that she's finally regained her composure. You can see it's with a bit of a reluctant smile. Her eyes grow a little watery, and she looks away from me. Ah, no kiss.
リドルジョーカ
The following day,
ー。ねえ、サトルくん。
what's up? We're spending our lunch break together today. After finishing our meal and discussing plans, we relaxed in the courtyard.
ね。
She wants to ask me a question, but she's been very hesitant about it.
昨日のことなんだけど、自分が惚れたんだっていう。
Yeah? Now that I'm forced to recall yesterday's confession, I feel the embarrassment rushing back to me. What about it?
私が恥ずかしがっちゃってたからだよね。だからサトルくん、自分が泥をかぶりに行ってくれたっていうか、私に花を持たせてくれたっていうか。
Well, I figured if we told them the whole truth, You probably would have fainted from embarrassment.
年上なのに情けなくてごめんなさい。
Well, I could tell them the full truth eventually, but for now, that explanation should suffice. I smile, feeling a bit proud of how I handled the situation. Why Senpai's mood doesn't seem to lighten up at all.
ありがとう。でもそんな風に言ってもらったら私甘えちゃうよ。
That's what I want. That's what I want. I'd actually prefer that. That's what I'm saying. As sad as it is, I'm still learning the ABCs of relationships. So if you rely on me, I'll rely on you to rely on me, if that makes any sense. Pretty sure all guys get super happy when a girl relies on them. Doubtly so when it's a beautiful older girl like you, Mayu Senpai. So that also does kind of bother me a little.
どんなことを？
Sometimes I wonder if, well, I could even do anything for you since I'm younger than you and all. I'm, you know, not like Kotori-san, I guess. Sorry, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I just get so embarrassed and I'm stumbling over my words. Just forget what I... Oh. Her face grows hot as I apologize, but she suddenly interrupts me with a shout. Yes?
ならってわけじゃないんだけど、お願いしてもいいかな。
Sure. After throwing it back to her, I feel my heart rate starting to climb. Same hesitance is still present, but our eyes now seem watery. Something they weren't a moment ago.
胸に抱いてほしい。
Huh? Her request comes out as a faint whisper. Like how you did to me. It was originally something Kotori-san did for her. But now, he's asking me to do it instead. I'll be glad to. I immediately embrace her as I feel my body growing increasingly hot. I brush her soft hair and press her face to my chest while hugging her tighter. Tight enough, I hope, that she can hear the beating of my heart.
サトルくん。
Feel better? Mayu senpai?
硬いよ。
Sorry, I can't do anything about that. I'm a guy.
男の人の胸なんだね。
Ah, that's what you were talking about.
硬くて広くてあったかくてもっと甘えたくなっちゃうよ。
Mayu senpai.
いい？
Sure. There's still a bit of reservation. And her body is still very stiff. But she tilts her head and rubs her cheek against me. In a sweet display of affection.
実はずっとこうして欲しかったの。こうさせて欲しかったの。
Honestly, I think we're both just too concerned with appearances. Especially Mayu senpai, whose reservations seemed likely stemmed from the fact that she's an adult who repeated 2 years of school. Most likely brought out those extreme fits of embarrassment. Also likely was the reason why she tried to show off and wear an air of maturity around me. She had it in her mind that she had to act a certain way around me because she was the older one, as she liked to say so much. Then again, I'm just as guilty as she is of trying to show off. I'd confessed my love to a girl several years older than me, and she accepted, so I felt I needed to grow up if I wanted to be worthy of her. But I now know that there really wasn't any need for that at all.
これいい。これがいいな。ごめんね、サトルくん。私は年上で、サトルくんは年下だからって思ってたけど。私、やっぱり根っこがこうみたい。
Just one look at her face as she nuzzles it against my chest tells me how blissful she feels right now. The heart rate is steadily climbing as each second goes by. This is what I want. This is the kind of relationship I want. Mayu-senpai, can I ask you a favor too? I want to kiss you right now. Can I? It took me a while, but I finally managed to say it. Once, she swallows her breath, turns red from ear to ear, and stares at me in astonishment.
したくなってくれたの？
Well, I've had the urge to for a few days now. Now that you're in my arms, showing your affection for me, I figured...
そっか。そうだよね。サトルくんも。
Oh. And I've gone ahead and checked our surroundings. We won't have to worry about any eavesdroppers. No people, nor any security cameras either.
行き届いてるね。それくらいしたいって思ってくれてたってことでいい？
Yeah. But as embarrassing as it is to admit, I kept having second thoughts about whether I should ask. But I'm done holding back.
サトルくん。
Mm-hmm.
私もそうだったの。
Finally, I pull her towards me with all my might and press my lips against her. But I don't stop at that. I rub my lips against hers passionately, relishing the long-awaited moment. She's no different. Pecks at my lips ardently, seizing the opportunity. And she hugs me even tighter, purposely pressing those large breasts of hers against me. Mm.
あなたが好き。
My head is on fire. Not only did I receive her lips, but an I love you as well. the act of kissing is something truly special, and that's why we were both hesitant.
私たちって本当にお互い様だね。
I love you, Mayu senpai.
私もこれでいいんだね。
Yeah. Ah, 2 or 3 hearts. All we had to do was to get it over with. And once we did, it became something we can laugh about. And because it took us so long to get to the second kiss, makes us so happy that we've done it now. So happy that we laugh out loud.
もう一回胸に抱いてほしい。
Of course, after overcoming the struggle, all that's left is to go forward. Our lips part, and I bury her face in my chest again. My senpai lowers her eyelids and shakes a little. And then, she looks up at me expectantly. After that, she stretches her head towards me and raises her chin. You want another kiss?
抱いてもらったらそのサトルくんは
Me too. I smile and pull on her waist, raising her toward me. She just frantically grabbed hold of me, and she's putting her tongue in my mouth. Holy. It's as if her joy and affection just all of a sudden burst through a dam. She wraps her tongue around mine, telling me in a way that my lips are not enough to satiate her. Holy. I'm not saying those. I wrap my tongue around hers in return. And then shivers. She then shivers and lets out a hot breath.
サトルくん
More. They're still out in public. Satoru is a bit distracted, you know. Someone might sneak up on them. I'm shivering with pleasure. Tongue kiss just keeps feeling better and better. She and I drown in the new sensation, and our desire for each other grows stronger. Never would I have imagined that I'd ever experience a day like this. That I'd express my love for someone through something like this. And that the person I'd be doing it with was Mayu senpai. And it won't be the last time.
でもまた胸にも抱いてほしい。
If I do that, I want to kiss you again.
私も絶対そう。今のキス本当に素敵だったから。思い切ってしたらサトルくん答えてくれたから、私溺れちゃう。
You don't need to. Not to mention kiss. I feel the same way.
溺れていいんだもんね。私たちこれでいいんだもんね。好きよサトルくん、好き。
Perhaps it was solely because we were so reluctant at first. Once we began, we couldn't stop. In the end, we kissed each other for the rest of our lunch break. Mario Senpai was resting her body against mine, displaying her affection for me. Filled me with pure love and joy. Thank God no one was around.
リドルジョーカー。
That became a turning point for us.
あ、サトルくん。
Morning, Mario Senpai. Eating breakfast now?
だから一緒に食べましょう。
Sure. I'll be glad to.
じゃあ有原くんにぴったりひっついただと。
Damn. A bit clingy today, huh?
だってサトルくんに席までエスコートしてほしいもん。
Like I said, you know, I almost backtracked on my on my statement before with PDA, but and then she does this, so
ほら夜の間はどうしても離れ離れだし、しかも朝が済んだら昼間はまた別々だから。
good point. I guess we can do this to make up for that then. All right, let's go.
最近なんかすごいよね、式部先輩。今までこんなところ誰にも見せてなかったもんね。こうサトルくんに短歴し始めたっていうか、サトルくんも喜んでそれを受け入れてるっていうか。
True. Good on him. It continued even beyond this morning. Come lunch break.
サトルくん。
Oh. Huh? Mayu senpai.
来ちゃった。
I thought we agreed that I'd come get you.
早く顔見たいなって。式部先輩の腕がどんどん上がってゆく。
何もそんなバトルものみたいに言わなくても。
言いたくなる気持ちはわかりますけどね。
ってわけでみんな、サトルくんは借りていくよ。あ、はい、どうぞお好きなように。お好きなようにだって。これはもう昼休みいっぱい解放するわけにはいかないね。なんて。
I've said it before, but I actually prefer that.
サトルくん照れてる？
Well, kind of. They're becoming more flirty by the day. I still feel a bit of reluctance in her actions, but she hasn't been able to declare to anyone that we're dating. But as you just saw, she feels comfortable enough to come to my classroom to pick me up, and is flirty enough with me for others to notice. Makes me happy, too happy, to the point of embarrassment. Because I know exactly what spurred this change. It makes me feel all even more fuzzy. After eating lunch in one of the dorm canteens, we come out here.
それじゃあ、サトルくん。朝言った通り、午前中は一緒にいられなかったから。
Yeah, don't worry. I know. Here, raise your chin.
その指でクイってしてくれるの、それだけで本当にドキドキしてしまうね。まぶたが勝手に降りちゃうくらい。
Here I go.
お願いします。
A normal lunch break for us now involves her bringing me to the courtyard and asking for kisses. Nanami was right on the money with what she said this morning. My senpai is becoming clingier with me as the days pass.
好きよ、サトルくん。
God. A calm, mature, intelligent woman. That was my first impression of her. After finding out that we lived together in the same orphanage, I realized some of her flaws, such as her lack of social experience. Nonetheless, I still saw her as mature and respected her because of her age. That still holds true. Probably always will, since I'll always be younger than her. But our relationship is nothing like it was back then.
放課後まで待つように。いっぱいしてしよう。
God damn. My senpai.
すごい。そんなギュッとしてもらえたら。
As it turns out, he's the kind of person who loves to be pampered and doted on. I could feel that so keenly, it almost gives me pleasure. Who in their right mind would think of this as a turn-off? I'm the only person in the world she feels comfortable showing this side of herself to. Anyone would be swept away in this like I am. You got that right.
それじゃあおやすみね、サトルくん。
Yeah, good night. See you tomorrow, Mayu senpai. I say good night to Mayu senpai with a smile as she waves to me. Normal state, we aren't allowed to be together past 8 p.m. But we were lovey-dovey enough throughout the day to make up for it. Yeah, but good night kiss, though, that's a staple. Ever since dinner finished, we've been floating out of sight from others. And even the feelings of longing I felt during our last moments with each other filled me with pure joy. Proof that I'm falling madly in love with her. Alright, time to head back to my room.
というかね、
I slightly jump in surprise. Nanami jump scare. Where did she come from? Did you see all that?
見られて困るようなことまでしてたの？
Slip of the tongue.
はあ、なんかもうズブッズブだよね、サトルくんも。別にいいんだけどさ、私は分かってるし、そういうものだろうし。
She's pouting. You seem kind of upset.
立場的にね、立場的に。市場は別に挟んでないんだけど、式部先輩という存在があっても相方は私なわけだからね。
There's obviously more to it than that, but I'll keep my mouth shut. I guess I'm finally learning how to do that.
式部先輩とズブズブなこと自体は別にいいんだけど、一応任務は継続中なんだからね。忘れないでよね。
I'll just end up souring her mood even more if I try to argue with her. The wise decision here is to just nod along and agree. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Come to my room later and we can report to Dad together.
うん。
She's right. I'm in the middle of a mission.
俺としては今のままで構わない。
In what way?
派手な動きをした後だ。しばらくはおとなしくしていてくれた方がむしろ助かる。
You heard him, Nanami.
何鬼の首取ったような顔してるの？
Shut up. I'm not. I'll continue doing what I have been what I have been then.
ああ、難しいところなんでな。こっちでも動いてはいるが。
Still in the hard place, I presume.
前にも言った通り、暴走の件に関してはとにかく慎重に当たる必要がある。下手にことを大きくしたら世間に知れ渡りかねない。それだけは何としても避けねばならない。
Right. Because it's something that impacts every astral out there. Trying to avoid touching on it, but the attacker's aims are probably related to this.
だから学院側に伊勢小鳥の件を隠匿していた是非について迂闊に問うこともできない。したがって現状はお前という共闘補が確保できているのが一番ありがたいわけだ。
Because my connections will be useful if it comes to the negotiating table.
その通りだ。このラインだけは絶対に潰してくれるな。つまりまあ、まゆちゃんと仲良くやってくれよってことだな。
I like to do that.
言うじゃねえか。じゃ、そんな感じでな。
After I end the call and swap out the SIM card, I turn to face Nanami. So basically, no change in plans.
それは違うでしょ。
ん？
お父さん、式部先輩ともっとよろしくやれって言ったんでしょ。
Well, I guess you could interpret it that way.
けどサトルくん、 まだ建前上はただの助手だよね、相変わらず。
But I am her boyfriend, without a shadow of a doubt. At least I think so.
だったらそんな不安そうな顔はしないと思う。まあ頑張って。早く名実ともに完全無欠の彼氏になれるように。
Yeah. I mean, you know, once
リ
my
ドルジョーカー
actually admits it, that's when, no, that's when. So I can tangibly feel our relationship progressing as the days go by. If anything, it feels too tangible. She keeps getting clingier and more affectionate with me day after day.
小鳥はね、見た目は清楚なお嬢様って感じなんだけど、結構すっとんきょうなところもあってね。
Eccentric? How so?
こっちが予測不可能なことばっかりするっていうか出会いからしてそうだよね。私はなんで隠すのって難喫されるかと思ったけど。
Well, yeah. She was open about being an astral, and I didn't let it affect her. And didn't let it affect her.
それがいきなり胸にギュッだもんどういうことってなるに決まってるでしょ。でもそうやって一気に飛び越えてきてくれたから、私も一気に心を許せたっていうか。
Right. For some reason, Kotori-san is the one thing that I just can't get out of my mind. I know. I shouldn't be comparing myself to her. Mayu Senpai's affection for me isn't the same as her friendship with Kotori-san. I just can't get over it. He's really someone important to you, I can tell.
まあね。
I can't hold a candle to her. It's eating at me. She's probably clung to Kotori-san just like she does to me now. She's so dependent on her that she realized her life's dream through spending time with her. That directly led to me becoming her boyfriend. That's why I can't help but feel pitiful in comparison, which in turn makes me feel weak and petty. Maybe that's why I told Nanami I wasn't her boyfriend beyond a shadow of a doubt.
サトルくん？
Oh, sorry, it's nothing.
嘘。私、年上なのに甘えまくりの情けない女だけど、それでもね、こういう仲になってからずっとあなたのことばかり見てきたんだよ。だからなんとなくわかるよ。どうしたの、サトルくん。
It's just...
ひょっとしてもう私のこと飽きちゃった？他の女の子に目移りしちゃった？
No, nothing like that.
よかった。
I don't know. I feel like I'm pathetic as a man.
それってエッチな話？
No. What the heck? No.
ごめんなさい。その領域はもうちょっと待って。心の準備が。
Are you listening to me? Please, can I continue?
小鳥の話？
Yeah. I think I've said this already. I'm really ashamed to admit it, but I'm jealous of her. Every time I listen to you speak so fondly of her, it's like I tell myself, man, I'll never be able to get to that point. Mayu senpai?
そうサトルくんかわいい
Ah,
やだもうやきもちなんて普段はしっかり者なのにしかも小鳥になんてなんかこうズキューンってきたよズキューンって来ちゃったよお姉さん
I really don't know how to respond to that.
ごめんキャーキャー言ってる場合じゃないよねそうだよねサトルくんだってそういうことあるよねしっかりしてるところばっかりじゃないよね人間なんだから
Well, from what I've heard from her, what I've heard of her, Kotori-san sure seems to be pretty close to perfect.
それはそうかもあの子物腰は柔らかいくせにやたらめったら芯が強いからまあ自分のペースで揺るがず進む子っていうか
Yeah. And in comparison to that, I'm nothing. Sad, but I can't stop myself from thinking that way.
うんあのねサトルくん
Yeah?
すごくわかる私もそういうところすごいあるもん
Oh, yeah. You do always compare yourself to other girls.
情けないけどどうしてもねだから焼かないで
Suddenly, out of nowhere, she pulls my head into her bosom.
同じだって思えるあなただから恋をしたんだよ私それは小鳥への友情とは全く違うものだからね比べ物にならないからね本当だよお願い信じてサトルくんも唯一無二なのサトルくんじゃなきゃダメなの大好きだよ大好きだからお願いだから焼いたりしないで私のサトルくんだって胸張ってじゃないと私大好きなサトルくんの胸に甘えられなくなっちゃう
Okay, I get it. Can you loosen your grip some? I'm legitimately gonna suffocate at this rate.
おお
You finally freeze me. Don't get me wrong. I liked it, and I appreciated that she did it for me. But I underestimated those breasts of hers. Oh, I did. I never thought they had the power to actually suffocate a person.
なるほど胸が大きいのも考えものだな今後どうやって愛情表現すれば
You just need to be more gentle about it, so don't bear hug me like your life depends on it. Honestly, I'm not upset. You don't need to think so seriously about it.
気をつけますそれでサトルくん
Come here, Mayu senpai. Unable to contain myself, I passionately steal her lips.
サトルくん
After all, I'm the only one that gets to kiss you and see you smile in such blissful delight.
サトルくんだけだってサトルくんは私の彼なんだもん
Thanks, Mayu senpai. I think you've done away with all my jealousy.
よかった。でもお礼なら言葉じゃなくてキスがいいな。
I was thinking the same thing, to tell you the truth.
サトルくん。もっと。
Since we ultimately spent most of the afternoon passionately making out, regretfully, there wasn't much progress made on the research side of things. But it does feel like a big step forward for our relationship.
リドルジョーカ
And eventually, it came time to take another step.
ー。サトルくん。おはよう。隣いい？
Be my guest.
今日もしっかり開けてあったもんね。
けなげですよね、
これほどけなげかつ一途に思いを寄せられたら、女としては嫌がおうでもほだされると思うんだが。いえ、あくまで一般論であって他意はありませんが。
They still think that they aren't dating?
どうしてそんなに慌ててるの？いえ、それは。
あくまでも有原くんは助手なんですよね。
Yeah.
まあ傍からするとどう見えるかとかその辺は置いておいてですよね。
なので今の私の物言いは、まあそれについてなんだけど、ごめんね。
This is the next step. Actually telling them that they've been dating the entire time.
はい。
Wait, why senpai, are you...
実はね。
He suddenly latches onto my arm.
助手と書いて彼って読むの。
Gasp.
今まではっきり言えずにごめんなさい。すると二人はとっくに
Yes.
付き合ってますね、サトルくん。
Mayu senpai. Her entire face turns red, even her neck. She's finally done it. She said she finally revealed our relationship to everyone.
ついにだね。
That
まあとっくに分かってたって感じではあるんだけど。
I mean, you know.
どうして今まであくまでも助手なんていう建前を。
恥ずかしくてなんか。わかります。それこそ乙女心。そういうことには疎い私ですがわかります。
そういうことならとにかくおめでとうサトル、式部先輩。
Yeah, thanks.
ありがとう。
After she thanks Kyohei, she looks over at me bashfully. She seems embarrassed, but at the same time proud of herself for being able to come out with the truth. Thanks, my senpai. I love you.
私も早速乗ってるし、サトルくん。
Right off the bat. So what? Everyone knows already.
私なんかがサトルくんの彼女でいい？みんな的には。
いいも何もお二人が決めることですし。
そうだよね。いいんだよね。しきべ先輩が本当にお可愛らしい。
恋してるって感じですよね。
ありがとう、ほんと。けどごめん、やっぱり恥ずかしい。
すでに散々私たちの前でもイチャイチャしておいて。
そうなんだけど、実質そうだったんだけど。
They were like actually admitting it.
っていうか本当、式部先輩って実はこういうところあったんだなって感じだけど、今までは悟の前でだけ出してた部分なんでしょ。そりゃ恥ずかしくもなりますよね。
それさすが女心を分かってるね、スオくん。
Hear that?
というか違う意味に取れて僕的にはあんまり嬉しくないんだけど、さすがって何？
Maybe taking baby steps, but we're living in the moment every step of the way. But living the moment, nah. While we are growing closer, though, I can't forget that I'm also her assistant in addition to being her boyfriend.
うん。
What do you think?
これなら自力でもゼロから作れるね。
Then that means
解析完了。サトルくんのおかげ。
hooray! Whoa there. I catch her as she jumps towards me. Well, that's good. Would have been better though if the higher-ups from our organization were willing to provide you with manufacturing blueprints.
さすがにそれはね、内密にってことなら限界はあるよ。第一、私は最高のものを突版さんに提供してもらってるし。
She presses her red cheeks against me while talking. The feeling of warmth and softness spreads throughout my body. That would be me, I'm guessing.
こんなに私を甘えさせてくれる大事な大好きな男の人、これからも付き合ってくれるよね。
Of course. I'm your assistant after all. So, are we gonna move into the testing phase now?
そうだね。でもその前に理事長に話を通して了承を取っておかないとだね。というわけで理事長、
We wrote up a report on our analysis as fast as we could, and then visited the principal's office. On a slightly tangential note, we limited the scope of the information provided in the report per my request, so they won't be able to manufacture the memory fiber from the report alone. If they begin development in spite of that, though, we'll probably end up handing over all the information we have. But for now, plan is to wait and see how they play their cards. This was actually one of the conditions that Dad laid out.
これなら小鳥を助けられるかもしれません。
確かに薬剤開発の方は決してはかばかしいとは言えない。だが君のこの新しい暴走抑制策開発案も言ってしまえば希望的観測にしか過ぎないように思うが。
もちろんです。ですから従来の研究もこのまま継続すべきなのは間違いありません。けど私にはこれをやらせてもらえませんかという話です。
このメモリー繊維という素材には確かに様々な可能性がある。だが見る限りこれを基盤に暴走抑制策を確立するには現状あまりにも希望的観測が多すぎるようだ。
それはその通りです。肝心の記憶させる元なんか何をどうしたものやらですしね。なのでそれを含めてです。糸口が見えないアプローチよりは道筋が見えている方がいい。何より私にはこの先に目を覚ました小鳥の姿が見えています。
As usual, Maya Senpai stands resolute in the face of Principal Issei's doubt. He's rather meek with people her age. Maybe she just has more confidence when talking with older people. I can kind of understand why. We're both orphans, but we were always surrounded by adults growing up, like the principal of Fudan or my dad. And to Mayu Senpai, Principal Issei is also her best friend's father. There might be some kind of ease in dealing with older people for her. That doesn't apply to me though.
まあそれが希望的観測なんですけど。
有原君。
Yes, sir.
君の見解も聞きたい。
Fine.
君は彼女の助手だ。そして彼女と同じくアストラル使いでもある。我々の研究目的は究極的にはアストラル使いが受け入れられる世の中を作るためのものだ。そうである以上、君の見解も聞いておくべきだと感じる。
I completely respect and support his ideals and goals. I believe in that dream too. I would love to help achieve it. But when looking at control loss, it is undoubtedly the biggest obstacle to that becoming a reality. It would be the perfect thing for the anti-Astron faction to latch onto to prove their arguments. One question. Do you believe that this control loss could happen to other astrals besides just Kotori-san?
起こりうると見ている。
Then I believe we should explore every possibility out there if we want to find a cure. We have to act with urgency, otherwise we may regret our indecision later down the line. The attackers are another point of concern. They seem to be lying low for now, but they'll surely strike again. Which is why developing a countermeasure should be our utmost priority right now.
もっともだ。だが、かといってすぐに認可を出すわけにはいかない。この資料はひとまず預からせてもらう。追って返事を通達する。
わかりました。色よいお答えお待ちしています。
He's rather cautious. But I suppose that's to be expected. No trifling matter, and he's solely responsible for everything at this academy. Maybe he wanted to test through different channels whether or not it's possible to manufacture the memory fiber. At any rate,
サトルくんの言う通りだよ。打てる手は全て打つに限る。理事長もそれが分かってるはず。学生の私を研究員として使うくらいの人なんだからね。予算その他諸々の確保のために即答を避けたってだけだと思うな。
So it's just a matter of time then.
その間は従来の研究を進めておきつつ、いろいろと考えを進めておくって感じかな。ほんと、まだ糸口だけだからね。実際どうするか考え出さなきゃいけないことは山ほどあるよ。ってわけで、今後ともよろしくね、サトルくん。
Mm-hmm. I'll do everything to help.
頼もしいね。
Get another step forward.
リドルジョーカー。
Phew. Now what to do?
あれ、サトル、今日は式部先輩のところ行かないの？
Nope. We figured we should take breaks every now and then.
一時期は随分忙しそうだったけど、一山越えたってこと？
Yep. Just waiting for a reply from the higher ups now.
だったら今日は僕と一緒に出かけない？ちょうどね、いい感じのお店の情報を仕入れたところなんだ。食べ放題やってる。
You're gonna go to a buffet right now? You're not gonna have any room for dinner, you know.
下見だよ、下見。味の。いくら食べ放題でもある程度美味しくなきゃ嬉しくないじゃない。
And if it doesn't suck, then I'm gonna eat out the whole buffet. Wait. True. Sorry, I figured you just wanted to go there so you could stuff your face.
失礼しちゃうの。まあ、もちろん量は大事だけどさ。とにかく付き合ってよ、サトル。二人で行った方が種類頼めるし。あ、でも助手の仕事はお休みでも式部先輩とは一緒に過ごすって感じ？この後。
Thought about doing something with her. It's what I should be doing, to be honest. I actually want your advice on something. So yeah, let's go to that restaurant. We're now near the station. It's been a while since I've last been here. You said it's a slight walk from here, right?
そうだね。微妙にアクセス悪いからその分サービス頑張ってる系のお店みたいで。
After getting off the light rail, we can walk in side by side.
それで僕に相談って？
At least wait till we get to the restaurant.
まあライトレールに乗ってる間は我慢してたんだから許してよ。あんな風に切り出されたらなんだろうってなるでしょ。早く聞かなきゃ落ち着かないってば。
I guess I can understand that.
式部先輩とのこと？
Yeah.
とりあえずうまくはいってるみたいじゃない。傍から見てる印象としては。特にサトルが彼氏だってみんなの前で公表した後はさ、着実にこう、なんていうの？進展してってるんだなーって感じだったけど。
That's true. And something I'm glad about.
だよね。日に日にイチャイチャ感すごいし。
Should we turn it down a notch? Turn it down a notch?
愛情表現って大事だと思うし、僕はいいと思うな。釣った魚に餌をあげないよりは全然いいんじゃないのかな。
He's surprisingly tolerant about everything. Not just him, though. Everyone in our friend group congratulated us. And I couldn't be more thankful for that. Thanks for being a pal. I just want to do this right.
けど、なんか引っかかってることがあるの？
it's nothing too serious, really. I think things are going great between us.
うんうん。もうキスくらいはしてるんだよね。
Oh. Yeah. How'd you know?
いや、普通に考えて。付き合い始めてからの期間と雰囲気的に。
Damn.
ああ、なら相談したいのって、ひょっとしてその先のこと？
I was hoping to casually work my way into it, but Kyohei being the sharp son of a bitch he is, dived straight into it.
僕、あんまり生々しい話はしたくないな。
I know what's next. Foreplay. And then I'm not gonna ask you for sex advice. Not that I'd ever know what to ask.
お、先はまだなんだ。
It's embarrassing to come out and talk about it, but yeah, you're right.
でも時間の問題なんじゃないの？あんなに熱々な感じなんだし。まさかサトル、そこまでは進む気ないとかじゃないよね。
Of course I do. I really want to take our relationship to the next level. But it's not like anything else we've done so far. It's on a different tier entirely.
となると、式部先輩に拒まれちゃってるの？
Well, I don't know if I'd say that's necessarily the issue.
今日もいっぱいキスしちゃったね。
Yeah.
しかもいっぱい抱きしめてくれて。
Of course. So beautiful, and you're so soft and smell so nice.
ありがとう。サトルくんも今日も素敵だよ。
No, you're much more beautiful. Like, like the face you make after we make out is really erotic.
もう赤くなりながら一生懸命言ってくれるんだから。サトルくんのそういうところは可愛くて好きよ。
Progress is being made, but at the moment, we're mostly just waiting for Principal Issei's approval. As such, the time we spend in this lab after school has mostly been used to kiss and make out. It feels like every time I voice my love for her, her eyes tear up in anticipation, which makes our desires grow stronger. So naturally, that leads to this.
それじゃあサトルくん、そろそろ。サトルくん
Mayu-senpai,
帰ろっか。
yeah. Bruh. That's how she always reacts when I make an attempt to bring up the topic of sex. She seems to know that I'm trying to and consciously avoiding it. And is consciously avoiding it. Well, it definitely takes her time when it comes to things like this. I've already lost control of how many times she's reacted to me like that.
ああ、付き合ってるってなかなか公表できなかったこととかね。
Right? Like, I thought she finally gotten over her nerves when it came to things like this. But I guess sex is just a whole other beast. Judging from experience, if I approach her more directly, I feel like the problem will just naturally solve itself. But still worried that sex might be a taboo territory. for Mayu senpai. In large part because that incident where I peered on her while she was masturbating. Now that she knows I was watching, there's always going to be something that's on the back of her mind. Okay. And then the time she fell on me and I saw her naked. For example, there was something in particular she said to me.
年上の女としてちゃんとあしらってあげなきゃとか勉強してて、それをサトルくんに見られてたなんて本当に情けなくて恥ずかしくて。
And then this.
裸見られたことつい思い出しちゃったんだからしょうがないでしょ。恥ずかしくて揺り戻しをかけたくもなるでしょ。
The takeaway is this. Her embarrassment and panic regarding those things was far greater than it was when it came to anything else. Most of all, I know that Mayu senpai isn't too comfortable with herself sexually. Should I keep trying or should I give her some distance?
それサトル的には辛くない？
I mean, I'd rather do that than rush things and hurt her.
とりあえずサトルのそういう優しさっていいとは思うんだ。式部先輩もそこが好きになったんだとは思うんだよね。
Yeah, maybe.
でもさ、ここは男の解消的なものの見せ所な気もするんだよね。
は？
先輩が自分からは踏ん切れないのは間違いないと思うよ。だからこそ待ってると思うんだけどな、先輩。サトルが押し切ってくれるのをさ。
Really? At the very least, I know she's thinking of it. But if those incidents are the reason for her nervousness, then relieving her of that is what I should do. Just like I've always done. That's all there is to it. I've just been too scared. And that's why I haven't been able to take things forward. Not that it needs reminding, but I have zero experience with women. I've tried my best to make up for that. But sex is definitely a lot more complicated than just kissing, for example. Needless to say, Mayu senpai is a very attractive woman, both sexually and personality-wise. Her face, her curves, her boobs, captivated by her beauty, but it also gives me pause. Would a virgin like me really be capable of satisfying her in the bedroom? Well, I'm just gonna have to man up and try. Kyohei's right. I also don't know what you're so hung up on, Satoru. You literally saw how that was the you literally saw the first time she's ever masturbated. So I don't know what you're talking about with I don't know if I can satisfy her, considering it would be her first time too.
あれ？式部先輩。
Oh, if he's gonna have the same conversation with Nanami.
こんな時間に帰ってくるの珍しいですね。
Oh, Chisaki's here too.
ああ、うん。たまには休みにしようかってことになってね。じゃあ、有原くんとは別行動ですか？見たところ、お一人のようですし。それもなんだか珍しいですが。
ほんとここんところずーっと一緒でしたもんね。というか、休みだからって先輩をほっとくんだ。何をやってるのかな、サトルくんは。
ああ、その辺はね、ちょっと うん。さすがに昨日のあれはサトルくんでも引っかかったかもしれないし。
まあとにかくそういうことならご一緒しませんか？ちょうど親が送ってくれたお菓子をみんなでつまんでたところなんですよ。
あ、うん。ならお姉さん、ありがたくご一緒させてもらおうかな。ってわけでお邪魔しまーす。
いらっしゃいませ。どうぞお召し上がってください。この顔ぶれになるのも何気に珍しいですよね。
式部先輩が参加していて有原くんがいないというのはな。
そうだね。久しぶりの女子会満喫させてもらおうかな。
女子会、そうか、言われてみればこれはかの女子会か。私にも参加できる日が来るとは。
認識してなかっただけで今までも普通に参加してましたけどね。
嬉しい限りだな。女子会か。
どうせなら綾瀬先輩もいてくれたらよかったんだけどね。
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Girls only without Ayase.
まああの人は忙しいし、最近また取材とかも受け始めたみたいだしね。
Oh,
ちさきちゃん、美味しいねこれ。
本当ですか？やった。それ私の地元の銘菓なんですよ。
へえ、ちさきちゃんの地元って。
そうだ。
huh?
びっくりした。どうしたの二条院さん。
失礼しました。その女子会ということならば思い切って聞いてしまってもいいのかと。
何を？
有原くんとの仲はどうなんでしょうか。
Look, I called it. But you know, Nanami was the only one there, and then Chisaki showed up, and then Hazuki showed up. So like, hey,
特にその性的なこととか。
I did not expect Hazuki to bring up the.
いえ、これは女子会ならということで、別に私がその手のことに強い関心があるとかいうことではなく。
まあ確かに女子だけならちょっとエッチな話は定番かもですけど。っていうか私も聞きたいです。有原先輩とどの辺まで行ってるのか。
Kissing. Alright, that's it.
あ、でもななみちゃん的にはお兄さんのそういう話聞きたくないかも。別に気にしないけど、サトルくんはサトルくんだし。
ならば問題はないな。というわけで、どうなんでしょうか、式部先
あ、いや、まあね。実を言うと昨日も求められちゃったけどね。
All of them.
でもほら、そこは年上のお姉さんとしてはね、こう可愛い年下の男の子をあしらってあげなきゃで。
さすがだ。
So she runs away.
すると普段もその先輩がリード。
まあね、胸に抱いてもらあげたり。
おお、いかにも年上の女性。
Yes, of course. It's my head in her bosom. It's not her head in my chest or anything.
サトルくん、やっぱりおっぱい好きだったか。ななみちゃんも大きいもんね。それは関係ないから。
Look, there's a reason she was the first route. It wasn't the boobs, but you know.
ではやはり秘訣はこうやんわりと誘導すると言いますか、そんな感じなのでしょうか。そうだね、余裕をね、こう見せて。
Stop trying to act like you're the dom in the relationship.
余裕を。式部先輩？
どうしたんですか？なんかだんだん涙目に。
ごめんなさい、嘘です。余裕なんかないです。
There it is. She finally admitted she's the sub.
胸に抱いてもらってるのはもっぱら私の方だし、今まで一度もエッチ許してあげられたことありません。
どうかしたんですか？
Oh, hey, look, it's not it.
綾瀬先輩。
情けないけど本当に怖くて自信がなくて、サトルくんに幻滅されないかってどうしても逃げちゃうの。昨日もまさにそうで、だから今日はちょっとお休みに。とりあえずそんな立派な胸の持ち主に自信がないと言われましても。
Oh.
その通りです。なんて贅沢な。座った。聞き逃せない話みたいでしたので。まあお時間平気なら別にいいんですけど、でもなんでそんな真顔？
It's because she's secretly flattened on me, but no one knows that except Satoru.
というか私からしたらみんな大きいんですけど、綾瀬先輩に贅沢だと言われても。
Oh, Chisaki, don't believe her lie. She's as flat as you.
聞こえません。綾瀬先輩が怖い。一体どうして自信が持てないんですか？
だって私サトルくんより3歳も年上だし、やっぱり肌の張りとかみんなとは違うし、恥ずかしいところすでにいっぱい見せちゃってるから、そういうことになったらどうなるか怖いし、もう目も当てられないくらい恥ずかしい姿さらしちゃったりしたら、私
文句をつけるつもりでしたが、異常に理解できてしまいました。
わかる。私も同じ立場に立ったら似たような不安に駆られてしまう気がする。他の子に比べて女らしくない自分で果たして大丈夫だろうかと。
二条院さんも綺麗な胸をしてるじゃないですか。だからなんでそんな立派な綾瀬先輩がそこにこだわるんですか？
Because you don't have any.
その話を続けると私にまで飛び火してきそうだから置いておくとして、にしてもまさか式部先輩がここまで乙女だったとは。私もちょっとびっくりした。普段は落ち着いてて知的で頼りになる先輩なのにって。
それが恋というものなのか。
放っておけなくなってしまいましたね、なんだか。
How?
でもサトルくんは先輩のこと褒めちぎってますよね、ちゃんと。
I think you should be asking when doesn't he?
そりゃそうだけど、そうなんだけど、いつもこう大好きだって、特にキスの後なんか絶対言ってくれるけど、抱きしめてくれるときは綺麗だとかセクシーだとか柔らかいだとか顔隠しながら一生懸命言ってくれて、 それがね、すっごく可愛くて、もうキュンキュンきちゃうの。だからたまらず胸に顔をうずめちゃうとね、こう顎をクイッてしてまたキスしてくれたりして、
聞かなきゃよかった。途中から完全無欠におのろき。しかも自覚がないっぽい。
が、とりあえず可愛らしかった。恋する女は綺麗というのはどうやら本当らしい。しかし、することは結構しているようではないですか。
ええ、むしろそこまでしているなら有原くんの方から来てくれていいと思いますけど。なのに襲ってくれないとか、有原くんってあれなの？
あれって何？
What are you getting at, ISA?
それは
What are you trying to say?
どうって。
Okay, maybe you're right about that one.
何？
ですから経験が乏しいという。
まあ確かにサトルくん、今まで彼女とかいたことないですしね。ちゃんと察してあげられてたら、いくら昨日拒まれたって別行動はないですよ。別行動は。肉食系ならとっくに襲ってるはずだもんね、聞いた感じ。
だったらどうすれば。それはやはりそういうことならば女の側が思い切るしかないのでは。
God damn it. So the strategy is so the advice is that Mayu has to be assertive and then but then Satoru has to be assertive. Oh boy.
あなたのものにしてくださいと。いえ、私ならそうするということではありませんが。
I don't think you needed to clarify.
思い切るなんて。
ためらってしまうのはわかりますけど、そうなりたい気持ちがあるならそうするしかないですよね。こうコンプレックスな部分は手を尽くしてごまかすとかして。
というか、式部先輩は他のところだと思い切りまくってる気がしますけど、サトルくんを助手にした経緯とか。というか、それだけ胸大きければ普通に余裕だと思うんだけど、男の人にその気になってもらうのなんて。
I mean, you're right, but like that doesn't mean small boobs can't do the same, Chisaki.
そうかな。そうなのかな。だったら
結局遅くなっちゃったね。門限ギリギリだよ。
Because someone wouldn't stop ordering more food.
美味しかったね、あそこ。今度は絶対食べ放題コース頼もう。
After night check-ins are over with, I finally get a chance to relax.
それじゃご飯。
Bro! How do you still have room in your stomach, man? I'm too stuffed to eat anything right now.
あ、そう？
Yeah, trying to keep up with you was a mistake. Well, even if I was hungry, I'm dying to see Mayu-senpai. She doesn't seem to be in the cafeteria, so she's probably done and back in her room right now. Even though talking it through with Kyohei inspired some confidence in me. I'm not going to try something right this minute. We haven't seen each other since school ended, so as her boyfriend, I just want to spend some time together and make up for that. Thanks for lending me an ear today, Kyohei. I'm gonna head back to my room for the night. Okay, time to shoot her a text. Oh, speaking of the devil, I ran into Mayu senpai just as I was thinking about texting her. Her hair is wet and she's in her nightwear. Hey there. You just get through with your bath? She wriggles around somewhat bashfully. As she got out of the bath, her skin is tinged a slight red, giving all of her mannerisms this air of eroticism. The outfit she's wearing right now is a lot more revealing than her school uniform. Her chest area in particular. Damn, I can actually see her cleavage line. Sorry. Quickly avert my eyes. Perhaps probably shouldn't have stared like that. We both fall silent. Yeah, it's the same nervousness I talked to Kyohei about. The fact sinks in once again as I'm unable to properly say anything to her. But still. He has the exact same thought. There's just no two ways about it. I want to make love to her. Yet, I still can't bring myself to do anything about it. It feels like an area I can't and mustn't tread upon without taking the proper measures first. Might aggressively reject me if I act haphazardly. I might scar her if I force things too much. But I can't deny my desire to have sex with her. If I truly do love her, then this is simply a hurdle I'll need to overcome. Senpai. Sorry, you first. Damn it. That really threw me off. And now it's gotta be 10 times more awkward to bring it up. Come on, Satoru. You can't back down now. Okay then, Mayu senpai. We missed out on spending the afternoon together today, so would you like to go do something together the next chance we get? Yeah. It just means a simple date though. Don't read too deeply into it. I almost end up saying that as a follow-up, but suppress it wisely. I'll never get anywhere if I keep backtracking. Yeah?
じゃあ、その